Hello. Welcome to Curioverse, the channel where curiosity meets the universe. In this video, we will explore the history of numbers and how they evolved from simple marks on bones to sophisticated symbols that can express any quantity or concept. Have you ever wondered where the numbers we use today come from and how they changed the way we think and communicate? Let's find out together. The first evidence of counting dates back to about 40,000 years ago, when humans used their fingers, sticks, stones, or bones to keep track of things like animals, food, or days. Some of these ancient counting tools have been preserved as archaeological artifacts, such as the Lubombo bone from Africa, which has 29 notches carved on it, possibly representing a lunar cycle. These primitive methods of counting were based on one-to-one correspondence, meaning that each object or mark represented one unit of something. But as human societies became more complex and developed agriculture, trade, and writing, they needed more efficient ways to represent large numbers and perform calculations. Around 5,000 years ago, in Mesopotamia, one of the earliest civilizations, a breakthrough occurred: the invention of positional notation. This system used different symbols for different powers of 60, such as ones, 60s, 3,600s, and so on. For example, the number 123 would be written as two symbols, one for 60 and one for 63. This system allowed the Mesopotamians to write any number using only two symbols and a space to indicate zero. The Mesopotamian system was later adopted and modified by other cultures, such as the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Greeks, and the Romans. Each culture developed its own set of symbols and rules for writing numbers, some more convenient than others. For example, the Roman numerals used letters to represent different values, such as I for 1, V for 5, X for 10, and so on. But this system was cumbersome for large numbers and calculations, as it required many symbols and special rules for subtraction or addition. The breakthrough that revolutionized the history of numbers came from India around the 5th century AD, the invention of the decimal system and the Hindu-Arabic numerals. This system used 10 symbols from 0 to 9 to represent any number by placing them in different positions according to their value. For example, the number 123 would be written as three symbols: one for hundreds, one for tens, and one for ones. This system was simple, elegant, and powerful. It made calculations easier and faster by using algorithms such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The Hindu-Arabic numerals spread to other parts of the world through trade and cultural exchange. They were adopted by the Arabs in the 9th century AD, who introduced them to Europe in the 12th century AD. They faced some resistance from the Europeans who were used to the Roman numerals, but eventually they prevailed because of their superiority and convenience. They became the standard system for writing numbers in most of the world. The history of numbers does not end there. Over the centuries, mathematicians have extended the concept of number to include new types of numbers that can express more abstract or complex ideas. For example, negative numbers can represent debts or losses. Rational numbers can represent fractions or ratios. Irrational numbers can represent non-repeating decimals or geometric quantities. Real numbers can represent any point on a line. Complex numbers can represent imaginary roots or rotations, and so on. These new types of numbers have opened new horizons for mathematics and science. Numbers are one of the greatest inventions of humanity. They have enabled us to count, measure, communicate, calculate, discover, create, and understand our world better. They are not just symbols on a page or a screen. They are tools for thinking and reasoning. They are part of our culture and our identity. If you like this video, leave your like and subscribe to Curioverse channel, where curiosity meets the universe. See you next time.